Hey guys, and welcome back to another JSpizzle crypto YouTube video. Today, I thought that we might do a video without the green screen behind me. That way you guys can see my living room. But anyways, we are going to be talking about Solana, the price of it, how I literally called where Solana was going to go in my very last video, and what's next. The question is everyone has is, okay, we went down, but where are we going now? So let's get right on into the chart. So in my last video, Bitcoin was right up here around $106,000. We had broke this line of support, came back up, retested it, failed, went down further, and confirmed the breakdown. And that was already bearish for Bitcoin, which when it's bad for Bitcoin, it's really bad for altcoins. So that's why I knew that Solana just floating up here was not going to last. It was going to do either plan A or plan B. Plan A being it going up, plan B going that it's going to go down. And that's exactly what we did. I said that I think we're going to go right down to here to 151.55, and that is exactly where we went. I said that it also may wick down, but I don't think it's going to stay. That is exactly what it did. I said that in my last video. It's kind of cool how this works. So, just to recap there. Now, what's next? So you can see here that yes, we did come down here and touch these lines, this support, and yes, we are getting some buying pressure. That is something that you like to see. In this, we are getting some buying pressure right here. So that means that at least in the short term, that the bulls are buying this up, that we may not see a break of this line, but I will say this, that it is crucial, and I mean crucial, guys, that this line right here is supported, because if this line is not supported, it is way back to the trenches for Solana and meme coins. Then we would have a couple lines of support, but typically we would come back down and revisit 118. Now, I am hoping that's not going to happen. I'd like to see Solana be higher compared to Bitcoin, because Bitcoin, it's not very far off from its all-time high at all. Whereas Solana, we are about half of the old all-time high. So in comparison, Bitcoin's down like 6% from its all-time high, while at the same time Solana is down probably 45 if I had to guess. Let me just look real quick. Ooh, 47. Good guess. Okay. So that means that right now, against Bitcoin, Solana, it's just struggling. It's struggling right now. And, you know, just about a couple months ago, we were seeing way less numbers way down here. And I don't want to, you know, be bearish and talk about that. There's lots of lines of support. I don't think that we're going to see this number again, because even if Bitcoin goes down, at some point very soon, we are going to be having the legendary altcoin breakout, the golden breakout, and we can start confirming that in some ways, because we have saw the forerunner of the alt market already take off. Well, what do you mean, Justin? JSpizzle, whatever you want to call me. Well, Ethereum in the past couple months is up almost 86%, and just over a 2x from where we just were a few short days ago. And statistically, in the past, Ethereum will be the second after Bitcoin to have its big breakout. It's always the big altcoins first that go, especially Ethereum. And we have seen that. We've seen Ethereum have its go. It's had its huge run up. And so Solana, you know, it's up there among the biggest altcoins. So I think that Solana is going to have a pretty big run up somewhat soon. I'd at least like to see us get above 186, but potentially even 234, and stay there for a few months while the bull market is starting to begin with the altcoins. And then as it blows up, you know, we see some of these higher numbers up here. Now, back to Bitcoin, we are in that same area where Solana was just a few days ago. And let me show you where it was just, we were right here. And I said, we are just hovering in between the lines. And I don't like that, because that means normally a big move's coming. And so right now, we are also seeing this same thing with Bitcoin. Okay, we broke down from this support. It's not a Fibonacci retracement level, but you can see this was, okay, yeah, I guess it was the all-time high on the body candles. Technically, we could bring that down right about here to make it look better. But either way, we're kind of floating, and so we have some support here. But the question is that everyone has for Bitcoin, are we going to come back down to $96,000? All the altcoins get absolutely creamed because they're already not doing so hot? Or are we going to continue the trend, which in the longer term frame is up right now? Just so you guys know, that is the good thing. They say the trend is your friend until the end, and we are trending up. And I would say unless we close a daily candle below probably $93,000, I would say that the trend is going to continue going up, and it's going to continue going up until proven otherwise. And so now the trend on the short term, 2 or 3 months for Solana, is up. But on the longer term, if you want to go back from the 2025, we haven't quite, you know, definitely said that the trend is up. Right here, if we would have broken out, then we would have been like, okay, we are trending back upwards long term. But there's some deciding moments that have to happen right now. You know, if plan A happens, we do plan A. Plan B happens, we do plan B. If we break below here, you know, it's probably a time to short it. But if we can come back up here, I'd like to see it get above, probably right above this red candle on the daily. Then it may initiate a move up. All right, that's all we have for today, guys. Been busy, been traveling, but I am back. I'm going to try to whip out another meme coin video today for you guys. But Solana on this channel is very important because it goes side to side with meme coins. Meme coins depend on Solana. And I don't want to say Solana depends on meme coins, but it kind of does. And to prove that, look at what happened to Solana whenever Trump launched his coin. Just saying, everyone was buying Solana and the price shot up. So, you know, meme coins do play a big factor. But that's all I have for right now. So God bless you guys. Until next time, bye-bye.